Everybody, hope you're doing well. So, you see this article here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I want to just kind of touch on it to discuss what happened recently. The article says unemployment rate of black men rose in January, underscoring continued inequality in labor markets. So, let me scroll down and just get to this part. It says black males who were at least 20 years old saw an unemployment rate of 5.3% in January, up from 4.6% in December. By comparison, white men saw a jobless rate of just 3.3% in January, holding steady from December. The average white worker aged 16 or older had a median weekly pay that was nearly 20% higher than their black counterparts, according to federal data as of last quarter of 2023. And here is a photo of them at a job fair. Okay? People at a job fair, men and women. So I was at a function last weekend, not this weekend, but last weekend, and we were having a conversation and it molded around over to business. And one person I'll label as Brad, he was like, oh, and you know what's happening here with the illegals, yada yada yada, talking politics. And then he said, oh yeah, and I checked out this place, and let me tell you, they're just hiring a lot of Hispanic men. Yeah. And he says that's really hurting African American men. Then I find out something from a person in position who handles the payroll. And I thought about that. A few months ago, someone told me at a location, I believe in Texas, they had traveled to. Unbelievable, but I'm not surprised. He said, oh, yeah, they're discriminating against black men. And it was like a job, they had a lot, obviously, men working there. He said, again, Brad, they're paying the Hispanic men $20 an hour. Experience, no experience, Hispanic men are all getting $20 an hour. The black men are getting 14. Wow. So I thought about that. Then I thought about what happened last weekend. And I said, well, isn't this? He says, oh, he says, listen, it's just cut and dry. So this past weekend, when the weekend before last, rather, when the guy said, oh, yeah, Brad goes, oh, and they're taking jobs away from black men, discriminating against them, and yada, yada, yada. I said, yep, that is correct. Not surprised. Speaking with someone else, that person is like, oh, that's it. Yeah, for me, that's it. For me, that sure is it. That's it. Uh-huh. So what do you want me to do? Get on my soapbox and do what? First of all, at this location, these people, they're living this main. So why would I get on my soapbox and do what? They already know what time it is. So you want me to go ahead and see, that's the black woman's problem. You want me to already, always on ready. You on standby. All they gotta do is press the button, put like a battery in your back, and you get to all hooping and hollering. Oh, I don't do that. I'm too cute for it. No. To me, it's nonsensical. I was like, what do you expect me to do? Again, I made my comment and that's it, moving on. I'm not going to get into a whole no, 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 because people are doing what they want to do. My observation, most of the black women I see in business, who doesn't show support? In most cases, it's always our people. You even have black women who may want to support a black woman in business. Watch, her man gets whispering in her ear. And next thing you know, oh, I've seen this before. I mentioned it before to a friend of mine. I'm like, wait a second. So you're not doing business anymore, let's say with Tiffany? Well, we know she handles this and we all use her. Oh, so since you got a man in your life. Oh, okay, okay. So now he has somebody else. You know the person personally? No, the person is just Becky. Somebody he found on the internet, never met him, and we're gonna go with this person and that's it. Oh, oh, okay. I understand. That's what I see. Male or female, black woman, black man try to start a business. Who you think? And black women do it too. But in the community, more than likely, if it's some violence, it's going to more than likely be what? It'll be a black man versus a Negro that works for the Klan. That's how they can get the ups on you. You know, some black men think the dusties, the dust buckets are only a problem for women. Think again. So yeah, that's I wasn't about to get out in my feelings for what? I'm not finna sit up here and fight for the $50 billion liability boys. I'm not finna sit up here and fight for the creator of fatherless homes in the community. I'm not gonna do it. Again, that's the black woman's problem. They can say any little thing about these males, and you already got them chopping on them mammy biscuits from last night, but you still find the courage, even though you stuff that can't hardly get up, you find the courage to go ahead and jump up. Let it be an issue for a black woman. Oh my goodness, we tired. I'm tired. Well, she got a uh-huh. So yeah, I don't do that. I don't get on my soapbox and do what? Oh, that company. Somebody should give the name of that company out and go ahead and file a discrimination suit. Oh, really? And do what? First of all, it's black men versus Latin men. So what do you think is going to happen? Time somebody go even try something like that to pursue litigation to investigate, I can guarantee you it's going to be some old dust bucket crusty to sit up in there. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm having what I got. You know what I'm saying? And they'll go run and tell, and the one that's trying to fight litigation will be the one that's fired. Trying to work with this group to pull together, good luck with that. It hasn't worked thus far. That's why people move in units, they move in groups. Yeah, they should go ahead. No, no. You need to go ahead and get the name of that company. Yeah, I'm not going to do it because the hood is spoken. See, people do what they want to do, and that's fine. Biden said keep the immigrants out. I already had an idea, like I said, what time it's going to be. I didn't know the Democrats would do what they're doing now. Oh my God, this is just unbelievable. Our people don't understand resources. And this as a group, we're able to get along with everybody else but each other. So if you think I'm gonna sit up here and go fight for some mammies or some dust buckets or the $50 billion liability boards, you got nothing common. I'm gonna keep it cute and relaxed in my environment. It's not worth my time and my energy. Like, what do you want me to do? Look around you. Want me to go ahead and what read the white guy? I mean, you know what he's saying is true. What else is new? This article about look at what is a part about the 16-year-old. Yeah, the average white worker age 16 or older had a median weekly pay that was nearly 20% higher than their black counterparts. You think? Because they're the ones who build it. The one that's paying is the one that's saying, the one who runs the show. That's what happens when you don't build. That is what happens when you don't build. The economy is bad. So they're hiring black and Hispanic men at a certain location. The Hispanic men are getting $20 an hour, the black men are getting 16. That's what happens when you don't build. You gotta take whatever you can get. Sad. So that this week that past weekend, and they're taking jobs from black men. Not surprised. Oh, that's all. Yeah, that's. I mean, what do you expect me to do? I'm gonna rest of my femininity. No, let the men be men. They can fight for themselves. They're very good at fighting black women. Let's be real about that. Let's be real about that. They're very good at doing that. So if they have all the energy to fight against black women, guess what? You can go ahead and fight Peter Pan, Dusty Dan, their daddy, whatever. They're very good at funneling their resources to other cultures. Hey, let them do it, whatever. But when it goes bad for you, don't expect me to sit up here and go, oh, boo hoo, what they're doing to our men. No. Unless you're related to me or somebody I know, personally care about, or you're a person of positive energy, the rest I'm not concerned about. Those that have family, Miss Cosgrove, that is so cute, that video, I just love it. Those that have families that are building, that's my concern. But just in general, no, that's the black woman's problem. She already, time is about these men, she ready to get suited and booted. You could be literally stomped on the ground, getting beat down. And a lot of black men will have their phone taking photos of it. Or worse, the violence is so strong and the self-hatred, Heaven forbid you find a black man try to help, he'll get unalive. Why? Because the hood has spoken. They want to go ahead for the few that are decent and they want to stand up, do the right thing. Watch that old felonious dust bucket wants to go ahead and let them know, oh no, no, we ain't doing it. That's why they end up getting killed. Like that black woman that got the woman that got attacked, assaulted. Black man simply let her use his phone. The fool in the car shoots him. Now the man laying up in there was laying up there in the ICU in the hospital. That's them. Why would he do that? He wants to send a message. The community is ragged and tore up. That's what they want. It's going how they want it to go. Full of violence. So for you to intervene, do the right thing, no. Where are your black men, celebrities, and all that to speak out on this? Michael Jordan, where is he? The community is so dysfunctional. The black men take their wealth and run. You got black women trying to sit up here holding it down. So yeah, that is like I was like, what does she expect me to do? Just hop on yeah, that's all I have to say about it. And that's what happens when you don't build. That's what happened when you have a member of the TDG, the teardown group. You turn on everything somebody's trying to build. So get the name of that company and do what? I'm not getting it. I'm just not. They can find out for themselves. Well, how does she find out? Somebody higher up over the HR and the payroll. What's he doing about it? Moving on to the next company that's owned. Because guess what? I guess it must be profitable. That's what happens when you don't build. What you gonna do? Go ahead and get a big ruckus started, and they'll fire a few that's sitting up there less. You'll go down to 14-0, and you don't have your own. So guess what? This is what you have to put up with. Take whatever they give you. Paying the Hispanics $20 an hour, and the black man getting $14 an hour. It's based on. It's not based on experience. You can go from a day labor to working over there. That's what's going on. That's what happened when you don't build. Most of them be more than concerned about weaving and wigging what black women are doing. So me, I don't get on my soapbox. I'm not gonna sit up here. Well, let me go up here and I got this information on this person right here, and you can go back with a camera and get some pictures of the payroll. Oh no, no, I'm not. I'm not doing it. Pictures of the payroll, we sure can, and then we can contact the EEOC. Yeah. Try to fight for the men. If it's a black woman attorney, don't be surprised they might turn around and attack her. And that's what should be done. What's the name of the company? Get access to the payroll. Take photos of it. And you can see. Pull the resumes. Do an investigation. But no, that's not my fight. Let the men fight. Man, CBC open up a big old mouth. Middle nationals all home. You don't have to worry about that because I don't fight for Tyrone. You don't have to worry about that. So it was interesting. Even some people you think maybe you can still be cool, but they're like, that's all I have to say on the subject. That yep, it's true, not surprising. That's all I have to say. Because guess what? Let the men have it their way. Let this group have it their way. People are doing what they want to do. They really are. They are doing what they want to do. Good or bad, right or wrong, dumb as two left shoes all day long. People are doing what they want to do. And you're going to see more of this. Heck, you look at so many don't have jobs. Look what's happening now. Again, this economy, it's horrible. It's terrible. So this here, high unemployment rates, not surprising. It's going to rise all around, especially for everybody, and especially so here for this group. Black women got a lot of energy to fight for the men, and that's okay if that's what you want to do. I can respect it. It's not for me personally, okay? But I respect your right to do what you think is fair and inequitable. I understand. But I will say that's one of the problems. I always ready to stand up on a soapbox and box up. Come on, who next? I'm gonna save Cletus. Come on, you go and you do that. So many of you have your energies in the wrong place. You might need to put your energies towards you. How many sitting up here now will have dinner tonight and a glass of wine and hasn't brought in $5 in the past couple of weeks? It's the black woman. Always ready to step up and pull up. Oh, she on ready. Just press the button. She on ready. Who's gonna protect you? As the video I did today, black women call other black women for help. From the child care, can't do this. Okay, you have a baby daddy. Is he working? If he's working, then he needs to go ahead and help pay, take part of the responsibility for his child. Matter of fact, if she's having a hard time, why don't you come and pick up your child if you're a king, like you say you are a king? How about you come and do that? So if he can't do that, I don't want to hear I have to work him up because I have child care. Then where's the baby daddy? He can't keep his own child? That man is not even worth having. He can't pay the daycare care, or he can't keep his own child. So you had a child by a man, and this may hit some of the sisters. You had a child by a man that you don't trust to keep your child. Interesting. Not looking for the men for jobs because I already know that's not impossible. But that's the black woman's problem. I always ready to jump. So time someone says something disparaging, you want somebody to go ahead and go to town. No, that's not me. That's not simply nah, I don't do that. But nice try. That's just not how I operate. I don't know them personally. That's not how I operate. But again, a lot of black women do, and you put all your energy to it. It's like I think black women are sitting up here fighting for these men and knowing how the majority are toward them. Actions speak louder than words. As a woman said, they hate you. If that's love, what you got going on, I sure as hell don't want it. But that's a problem for a lot of black women. You put all this energy thinking somebody gonna all of a sudden wake up and wonder how wonderful you are. Matter of fact, a long woman told me this a long time ago. She said, I asked her, I said, girl, it's always some drama with you and this guy. And it was just horrible drama, ladies. He wasn't working at anything. And I told her, I'm like, she said, he's always cheating on me and always doing this. The dude didn't have a job. He couldn't pay for his own haircut. And she said to me, time I run another one off, while I'm running her off, she said, guess what? He done got a whole nother one. I said, oh God. She said, I get tired. I gotta try to run this one off. You do it. It was crazy. She said, time I run one of them off, he done got a whole nother. She said, I'm tired. I gotta run this one off. How about you run him off? All your energy into that man. Can't even pay for his own haircut. He doesn't have work, doesn't have any income. But yeah, some of these sisters, they pretty much keep some boxing gloves in the bag. Why? When it comes to these cans, they're ready to box up any minute. Another black woman drowning. Girl, you shouldn't have did that. Well, yeah. I don't want to get involved in that. Well, she brought that on herself. That's your problem. And then when you do it, they want to complain. You're so masculine. You think so? You too masculine. And a lot of them are too feminine, sitting up here, size 13 boot, 6 foot, 6 feet tall, sitting up here playing games all day. It's a wonder that sofa when they get up, that when they get off that sofa, it's a wonder the sofa doesn't lift up being attached to their butt. It's a wonder the sofa and chair don't move with them, sitting on it so much. But this right here, not a surprise. It's what happens when you build, you gotta take what you can get. So that place the guy told me about, paying the Hispanic men $20 an hour and the black men 14, all across the board. So the pay is based on race. And do you think Becky and Maria are going to go ahead and let that out? Of course not. No. Speaks volumes. That's one place. Don't be surprised again. It'll get to the point so many of them, they won't even need them. But that's what happens when you don't build. And the ones that try to build in the BC, they get robbed or get killed. And the black woman, that's your problem. You always ready to dust up. Like I said, the chick that's I'm like, yeah, that's it. Because I'm obviously very loquacious, and I happen to say a lot what I think. But on that issue, I don't have much to say. I'm not, I'm not going to sit up here. Oh, you're right about that, and what they should do. Should do what? There weren't many black men that I talked to. I mean, maybe one or two, and I'm sure they're doing okay. But I'm not finna jump on my soapbox. Oh, and they're wrong for doing those men. That is so wrong. And yeah, 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 they are wrong, and I'm moving on. Because I see when it comes to business how the group is. So it gets to a point. If I'm they're right there. I'm not gonna hop on my soapbox and go ahead and do a big old whoop de do about it. That again, not surprised. I'm not gonna go on. Oh, well, they shouldn't do that to those kangs, and see that stuff is sure wrong. Oh no, no, no. Actually, that's kind of tiring and it's kind of taxing and it's a little exhausting. So, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna run down how hard they work and what all they deserve. I'm no, That's no. Make my statement and stand down. Moving on to this conversation. Yeah, not surprised. Moving on. I don't do all that, and I'm finna get up and all my feelings, and I'm gonna let the folks know, and I'm gonna let Brad know how I'm against that. Yeah, it's not fair, but it's what it is, and it's also not fair that the men have a lot of fatherless homes and they refuse to build, at least for their community. So yeah, that company the guy told me about, wow, $20 an hour for the Hispanic men, and 14 an hour for the black men. This past thing, oh yeah, this is keeping black men out of jobs. They're just hiring all Hispanic, a whole another location, hiring all Hispanic men. They're keeping the black men out of a job. Biden said it was going to bring them over here, and our group was okay with that. And you can be, but then when you add up the fact that you're okay with that and you don't bill, you got a hell of a problem. You're okay with it and you don't bill? Yikes. Houston, we have a problem. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.